How you guys doing? So my name's Connor Flynn, and this is my presentation on the primary data that we got from our survey. Obviously, we focused on the college demographic, and we found some really interesting things about the Fossil brand and smartwatches as a whole, right? And because we were focused on the college demographic, and the majority of our survey results were from the college demographic, um, we're definitely going to learn more about a specific segment and what we can do to market to a specific segment of people. And we found a lot of interesting data. So my three main points that I chose to focus on is one, people are using their phones to check the time. A watch isn't a necessity anymore as a timepiece. It's more of a complement to maybe something you're wearing or doing or activities right now with smartwatches. So it'll complement and track stuff that you're doing. People are using it a lot in fitness. There's a lot of different ways that we need to capitalize on those different facets with our marketing efforts. Two, Snapchat is the most used social media. And that was actually something interesting to find out. A lot of people were saying that one of the apps that they use the most on their phones actually is Snapchat, right? So, later on we'll talk about how we could kind of integrate that into our marketing strategy to capture more attention. And then three, the third main point is that Apple is dominating the space. We asked a lot of questions about, what brands come to mind when you're thinking about smartwatches and technology in general, and Apple is by far and away, the number one leader. So, kind of going a little bit deeper into everything, right? People are using their phones. Obviously, the days of having one screen, your watch, I guess, to check the time, or the television, you know what I mean, to watch TV and entertainment, it's completely over. Now we have 5 or 6 screens, and all of those screens can tell us the time, right? So why have a watch? It's kind of become more of a fashion statement, and like I said, a complementary piece, right? You're not relying on your watch for, the majority of the functions that you do daily. You're relying on your phone. So what we need to do, and all of our marketing efforts need to be stealing attention away from different platforms and from different screens and bringing them to the watch, right? Make it more of a necessity. Again, two, Snapchat is the most used social media. Obviously, social media marketing in this day and age is huge, and it's crucial to success in marketing. Obviously, Snapchat it has a lower purchase rate from ads. That was some of the data we got. A lot of people said they'd never purchased anything from a Snapchat ad, but Snapchat recently did kind of like a whole rebranding of their app, and it made it easier for influencers and brands to interact with users. So that's definitely something that we need to capitalize on, and maybe involving different influencers and stuff could be an effective way to take attention from one screen and bring it to our watches. And again, a lot of the younger crowds on Snapchat, and I know that it's extremely popular in high school and middle school right now, and people are using it constantly. So it could be a good way to build a consistent consumer base in the long run. And then two, Apple dominates, right? Apple's been a tech leader for as long as I can remember, and it will continue to be. But we need to make sure that what we're doing is appearing to be a technology leader, right? And we look like a technology leader. Otherwise, we're just going to lose attention from the younger generations, right? They're looking at things quickly, our website, our social media, stuff like that. And if we don't look like a tech leader and we don't boast, great technology, why are they going to buy our smartwatches? Again, we can steal a lot of attention from Apple as long as we get creative within marketing, because they're not super active on social media. They kind of dominate the market by just being the tech leader. So if we can find ways to be creative and engage influencers and really focus on that younger demographic and show them that watches are kind of a cool way to track everything that's going on in your life, we may be able to integrate Fossil into a much younger demographic and be successful in our sales and recapture some market share.